It should first be mentioned that this is not just another celebrity distilled beverage. Metallica hired the legendary Dave Pickerel to head up this adventure. The importance of this cannot be overstated. Dave Pickerel was known as the founding father of craft distilling. He was at Maker's Mark for 14 years as a corporate vice president and master distiller. He advised over 100 other distilleries after establishing the consulting firm Oakview Spirits. He was integral to the start of Whistle Pig Distillery. For this to be the final creation of an icon such as Dave Pickerel creates a risk that even a band as massive as Metallica could be overshadowed. For this reason, this is one of the most respectable celebrity whiskeys available. So forgive me if my comments seem overly focused on the late, great Dave Pickerel. Mr. Pickerel sadly died of a hypertensive heart failure less than a year after launching this product. The review unit we are showing here was not something provided to us by the distillery or any distributor, but purchased as a gift by my little brother Patrick, he himself a massive Metallica fan. Included in this Batch 100 box set are 2 limited edition 12-inch vinyl picture discs, a guitar pick, a Blackened sticker, and a very detailed booklet explaining everything involved with this release. The music is part of the process. As the whiskey ages in the barrel, the music is used to increase exposure to the wood of the ever-important cask. As a whiskey community, I feel we should thank Metallica for taking this thing we love so seriously. Too many celebrity spirits are released with nowhere near as much care and attention as this product has. Like it or not, they clearly have done more than just slap their name on it. All right, so now that we've done the unboxing of Metallica's Blackened whiskey, and I do believe you can get the whiskey just with just this bottle. That was this is a special, just a special release. And my little brother, is a huge Metallica fan, so he wanted me to review that, and he bought that for me as a present because that's just what brothers do. But I'm not anywhere near as much of a Metallica fan as he is. I listen to bands that nobody's ever heard of, like Powerwolf, Devin Townsend, and things like that. Bloody Hammers. They're not a British band, but I love saying their name with a really bad British accent. But he's a big Metallica fan, so he wanted me to review this. So, and I love their first 5 albums. I think their first 5 albums were really great. I think their second and third were legendary, phenomenal, iconic, and can't be touched. Let's hope that this whiskey is as good as that. So let's see if we can ride the lightning and taste a little of the master of puppets. And by that I mean Dave Pickerel, because this is a Dave Pickerel whiskey.
Wow, right on the nose.
First off, definitely a sweetness. Really smelling the rye on there. Supposedly the blend, Dave Pickerel was known as a master distiller, but with this he was a master blender, and the blend is much heavier on the bourbon than the rye. But the rye, that's what rye does. Rye is very prominent here on the nose. You definitely have kind of a slight astringent taste to it, almost like a Scotch, but not like an Islay, but more like a Speyside. I'm not smelling peat up there or anything, but yeah. And then yeah, you definitely have a sweetness, kind of a maple caramel, kind of a honey thing, and yeah, and that's what I'm getting on the nose. So now it's time to taste this. So Dark Helmet, do your thing.
Ludicrous speed!
Okay, I gotta say, and maybe it's because I've been drinking the Oregon Spirits product. It's got a real thin initial taste to it. I hate to say it, but it comes across a little, at first, the very first thing, it tastes a little watery. But then it comes on, and then you kind of feel it, and then it kind of comes in like a wave. And it's got a pretty decent solid mouthfeel. But where this whiskey really comes on strong is the finish. This has a finish that is very strong, and it's Dave Pickerel, so he knows how to do a finish, and it's got a long finish. This is probably one of the longest finishes that I've had in a whiskey in a long while.
Impressive, most impressive.
The finish is phenomenal. With a 90 proof, you can definitely become overpowering, and this is never overpowering. It kind of rides that fine line where it's almost a little too much. You know, it's almost he almost got it wrong. He kind of pushed that envelope really hard and then backed away, and then it just kind of rides out. And instead of like coming in like a lion and out like a lamb, this one is this nice slow fade out, and very pleasant finish, very phenomenal finish. I give that is what is. That's what's going to make drinking the rest of this bottle pleasant. Is it's got such a good finish and such a good bite. I haven't had a bite like that on a whiskey in a long time. So, in memory of Dave Pickerel, he will be missed. His mark on the whiskey industry is going to live on for decades and decades, at least. Anyways. Till next week, nerds drink whiskey. Always sip, never slam.